come to you. Our photojournalist, Joby McAdams, got video from another really cool thing in the sky.
Definitely.
Jupiter.
Yeah. Jupiter is closest to us now since 1963 when it was at its last closest point. So it's been a while. Kind of putting into focus there, you see those little dots around Jupiter. Those are the moons. And a lot of moons around Jupiter. So kind of a cool shot there. And again, that was what was overhead this morning. Notice that still overhead. You'll see that there. You can see kind of the striations in that shot right there. See it kind of have the striations there as it looks like Jupiter. Kind of a cool shot there here starting off this morning. So quiet conditions getting started. There you go. You can see it in focus there. Great shot there. The Jupiter moon's bright, and so is Jupiter. And our moon bright as well. Let's check out our current conditions going on right now. It's a cool start for our bus stoppers. Nice start this morning. Cool conditions. Grab a little light jacket, sweatshirt this morning. Bright sunshine all the way as we see temperatures very pleasant for this time of the year. Typical for this time of the year too. Headed home, we'll see some highs back in the mid-upper 80s today. These are just a notch above normal now. This is going to be a hot afternoon, so upper 80s, close to 90. So make sure kids are prepared for that cool morning and that hot afternoon. We're quiet across Oklahoma right now, still focusing in on the latest updates on Ian. Ian now moving right up across Cuba, advancing northward. All the moisture associated with Ian extending now all the way up into Florida. So it's a wet start to the south sides of Florida right now. The winds are stronger near the center of the storm, and they are incredible winds right now with this hurricane, as winds are up around 125 miles per hour, gust to 155, and it's moving to the north right now at 12 miles per hour. Kind of zooming in on some of the keys. There's your outer bands already moving in. We've got a live shot right now from Key West. Key West, seeing those bands moving on in. Rainfall will keep sweeping on through, and they're going to expect some heavy rainfall there around Key West this morning. Already waterlogged starting off this morning as the rain bands keep rolling on through. So that's what it looks like right now. We'll have more details on the path and the forecast on Ian here coming up in just a moment. Right now in Oklahoma City, it's 57. Cool start. Folks are out on the roadways. We'll update that traffic this morning with Hannah in just a little bit. South winds now 6 miles per hour. Cool start this morning as temperatures range 50s, 60s, even some 40s now over near McAllister. Also Miami checking in at 46. So cool start this morning. Puts a little bounce in your step. It feels really great out there this morning. Well, we'll heat it back up today as our temperatures climb into the upper 80s, some low 90s on the way. 50s, 60s, 70s here this morning. It's going to be a quick warm up into the 70s by 10, 80 by noontime today, and we'll be up in the 80s here by 2 o'clock, and by 4 o'clock today, we'll be in the upper 80s today. Here's your allergy index. Grasses, weeds are leading the way right now. The weed pollen, that's that ragweed. It is kicked in this morning in the high category. 50s around the state, like I mentioned, in quiet conditions here. Here's the latest updates on Ian. There's where Ian's at right now, right over the west sides of Cuba. It's inland right now. May weaken a little bit, but it is Category 3 status. Winds to 125, but there are gusts up to 155 miles per hour, which could be catastrophic. So it is just damaging, just raking right across the west sides of Cuba, and it's lifting north. Let's show you what the path looks like as it starts to lift northward. Again, wave heights has been as high as almost 20 feet around Cuba as it's been lifting up across Cuba here this morning. There's the path as it lifts to the north. Category 4 hurricane. It'll strengthen by later this afternoon into this evening. Category 4 hurricane as it moves right up toward the Florida coast. It is expected to weaken a little bit as it moves toward the coastline. This is not locked in. It could stay a little bit higher to prepare for this to be a major hurricane. If you have any loved ones on the west coast, getting landfall about midnight Thursday morning, and then it'll move inland and weaken. But this is going to be a heavy rain producer too as it slows down, dumping some heavy rainfall. Big story is going to be the coastal surge. Storm surge coming in somewhere between Tampa and down around the Naples area. Some of those waves could be as high as 12 feet. The latest update has the wave heights shifting a little further south. The latest update has this area from Tampa south seeing some of those heights up to a foot in the storm surge. And there's your rainfall. It is going to be maxed out coming up across central Florida. Some areas up over 20 inches. We'll see highs in the 80s to near 90 coming up for today. Again, fire danger, our main story. We'll keep those 80s going as October begins on Saturday.